Mwanaidi Sinare Maajar is the Tanzanian Ambassador to the United States. In an interview at the VOA studios here in Washington, the ambassador says her country has faced numerous challenges over the years, but there is a lot to celebrate.
Tanzania is celebrating 50 years of political stability. Comparatively, across Africa, we stand out. That is something that we need to really raise our heads high up. We have had political stability since independence to this date. We are celebrating 50 years of development. We have faced challenges I'm not saying that Tanzania is a country of milk and honey, just like even the most developed countries are not countries of milk and honey. But we are celebrating 50 years of some development. We've had our experiments, we have failed, we have known where we've gone wrong, but we have rebounded. For the last 10 years, we've had steady economic growth. We have not been able to equally reduce poverty steadily in relation to the growth. And as such, the government did, of course, take note of this, and I know to address this, we launched what we call Kilimo Kwanza, considering that 80% of our people still live off the land. It means that if you can stimulate agricultural development for small scale, at the same time for large scale farmers, you will be able to lift quite a number of people out of poverty.
Some aspects, in some respects rather, certain things like agricultural productivity have actually declined in the last few years. And things are worse than they were some years back. Say the production of sisal. You go back 10 years, production was higher than it is today. What is the priority? How is the government prioritizing which area to kind of invest more in order to make sure that the agricultural productivity becomes economically not only viable but beneficial to the population?
The trouble with the cash crop production is it is so much dependent on international pricing. When the financial crisis happened, Tanzania is not very much intertwined in the international banking system, financial system, but we got hit in the economy because, for example, the price of cotton went down by 50%. As a result, banks that had lent to the ginaries, they had to be bailed out for themselves. They had to get some funding for them to be able to survive because then no one was buying cotton. This, of course, has been reversed. It happened very quickly.
I was in Dar es Salaam in May, June, and one thing that kind of frustrated me is that I saw the town just become black, dark, because there's no power. 50 years later, what's happening in the power sector? Where is the government not able to put things in place so that the economy can grow smoothly, because power is essential to the economic growth of the country?
We've had serious challenges in the power because we relied on hydro power more than other sources of power. So whenever the rivers went dry, then we've had a problem. And plus, we've had, now we are looking into diverse sources. We have the natural gas, which is quite substantial at the moment for production of energy. We are now looking into wind power, and there is a private investment in huge wind power farms in central Tanzania, now Singida. We are also looking into solar power, small stations of solar power. So I think that will help to address the problem. And from what the government's report I have until December, I think the crisis will have been tamed to a greater extent than we ever imagined it would be.
Well, things look like they're moving so slowly. Citizens are increasingly frustrated. You just need to talk to anybody there. Do they get the information of how fast things maybe are moving behind the scenes, things maybe they don't know that are happening?
People who have challenges that affect their lives and that affect their businesses are always in a hurry. People can't wait. So Tanzania, when people complain about the power and they tell you that we are angry, we are frustrated, we think government needs to do more, it's true, because they cannot wait. They want the power now. They have a right to complain because this thing is affecting them. It's affecting their businesses. It's affecting their lives.
We cannot conclude our conversation without talking about Mwalimu Julius Nyerere, his legacy.
He created one Tanzania from 120 tribes speaking more than 120 dialects. He created one nation. He created a nation that has one language. Kiswahili is the lingua franca of Tanzania. Every Tanzanian speaks Kiswahili. That was Mwalimu's legacy. Mwalimu abolished chiefdoms. As a result, in Tanzania, we do not have the kind of tribalism that you see elsewhere in Africa, because people are Tanzanians first than anything else. The union, Mwalimu and his co-founder partner, Abed Karume, they founded the United Republic of Tanzania, and it's the only union that exists in Africa.